Hi everyone. Now we will talk about named route. So first we'll discuss what is named route, how we can make them, how to use named route with view and controller, how we can pass params to the named route, and at last we'll discuss some important interview question also. So let's move on. First question, what is named route? See, named route is a feature of Laravel. There we can define name to the routes. Now you can ask like why we will define the name to the route and what is the benefit of it. See, sometime we have a very large path to the routes. For example, we have a view with the name of home and see its path. Its path is very long, like home slash profile slash users. So this is hard to remind, right? And whenever we are making project, maybe we have 100, 200, 300 pages, and maybe we need to use this route on the multiple pages multiple time. So better is we can just define a small name to this route and we can use that name instead of this path, right? So the benefit of defining a name is we can easily remember that name, and we don't need to use complex name to call the route for redirect and while defining the links. All right, so the thing is how we can define the name. It's very simple. You can just simply arrow and use a name function, and you can use any name. For example, I want to put their name HM, that means home. And now whenever we will redirect or defining links or href tag, that time we can use this name route instead of this path. All right, so now I'm just removing it, and now let's see how we can use it with the real examples. But for that I need two things. First one, I need a view and I need a controller also. So I'm making one view and controller, php artisan make view, and let's say my view name is home. And similarly I am creating a controller also, so make colon controller and controller name, let's say home controller, like this. All right, so now let's define some tag inside the home view. I'm mentioning there home page, and let's say I want to define a name to it. I want to define route to it. Let's start with a simple route, and let's say I want to define a very simple route, and its name is, why this is not highlighting, okay, I just need to use double scope resolution method. Now let's say you want to give HM as a path and want to use home view with this. So if let's start this PHP server, and then there if I'm putting there HM, then you can see that home page is perfectly visible, no issue. But see, if the URL or path is little bit bigger, right, then this is hard to use. For example, if I'm putting there home, then profile, and then maybe user or something, right, and then this page should open. So just using this route, so this will perfectly work fine if I just put this URL to the path to the URL, right? But every time defining such big name is little bit harder. So let me give you example. So I want to just define a link on the welcome.blade.php for home, and putting there go to home, and I need to define this name, right? This is little bit because I just copied, but if I'm just trying to write this home, then profile, then user, and sometime maybe you will make typo, and that can be cause any error and broken links and all, right? So if I'm just moving on the welcome page, this is perfectly working fine, right? And here you can see that on the bottom of the page you can see that link is coming home profile user, right? And you can see that this URL is a little bit bigger. So what I can do, I am defining the name of this route, which is HM, that means home. Now to defining the link for this, I don't need to put such large name. Just keep remember route this function name, and inside this you can put there HM, right? And it should be come inside the blade template curly braces like this, right? And now let me refresh it. Still you will find we have the same URL there. The URL which is generated is same with that small name. You don't need to remember all of this path, just remember HM, and this is little bit easier, right? If we just click over there, this is perfectly redirecting. Great. So the thing is how we can use it with the view. So let's say in the controller you want to redirect somewhere one route, then how you can do that? So let me use a controller then. So let's define a function. Function name is, let's say, show. You can put any name to this. I'm putting show, right? And now let's say you want to redirect this. So first you just need to put there redirect function, then we can use to, and then we have to put the path there, and the path is little bit bigger, so I am copying this. All right, and now we have to use this controller inside the web. So put use, and then let's put the path and then class name. We have to import our controller there like this, and after that what we can simply do, we can simply put their route get, and I'm putting the name of this route is show, and the second parameter we can put their home controller colon class, and in the second parameter function that we define, which is again show. So let's put there show, right? And if I am coming there and putting show, then here you can see that this is redirecting to the home page. If I just remove this redirect and simply put there echo test, right, then you will find this is perfectly working fine, right? And if I am just redirecting this, right, and then you will see this is getting redirected on this page. But why we have to use such long URL, such long path? Why we can simply use there the short term, which is we can simply mention to underscore route and then simply put there HM, right? And okay, it should be 2. And now let's again try to widget show, and here you can see that still this is perfectly redirecting, right? So we can use this route name instead of putting the complete path. Okay, so there is a one more thing. So maybe you observe that sometime we are passing the dynamic parameters to the route. For example, I have the home and then username, right? And then we have a username like this, and this username is coming dynamic. In this I want to open my page, home page, right? So if you want to visit it, you can simply see that we can use home, then username, and then any username like Anil, Sam, because this is a dynamic, because we just put there curly braces, so this is a dynamic URL. Okay, cool. But now if we want to use the short name with this, then how we can pass this name? Because there is no way to pass the that dynamic parameter. So how we can do that? So let me show you how we can do. So what I'm doing to do there, I'm putting the name of this URL is, let's say, user or anything, whatever you want to pass, right? So now whenever, and let me define one route for this user, then there again user, I will make a user function inside the controller, right? And put their function user. And now for redirect, if I'm directly redirecting to the redirect to, and our route name is user, right? This is the same. Putting this, will it work? Actually not. Let me show you. If I'm putting there user, then this is not working. This is not redirecting. Reason being, because we have to pass their dynamic name also. But how we can pass the dynamic name? Simply use array name and any name. Keep in mind, whatever we are using this parameter, this and this key should be same. If we have their xyz, then we also need to make their xyz, so it should be always same. So for now we have both places, name then Anil, and now you will see this is perfectly working fine, right? So with this way we can pass the parameters. For interview question, they can ask how we can define or make route, named route, or what is the named route, how we can use them with the controller. Sometime they can ask like how we can pass dynamic variables, dynamic data or parameters as a name route. So you can give this example. That's all. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll request you to please subscribe my channel, share this video with your friends, and this is my Paytm number for donation. Thanks guys.